you very much for joining us on the program, Mr. Johnson Chuku.
Thank you for having me.
All right, could you just tell us the difference between cryptocurrencies and the fiat currency?
Well, fiat currencies are currencies issued by sovereigns, that is government, federal government, not just Nigerian federal government, a sovereign government, and is backed by the good faith of the government to say, we are ready to redeem the value of these notes or these coins whenever you need them. Digital currency or cryptocurrency are digital currencies mined by individuals, which are basically electronic wallets of units of currencies that are now used for as a means of exchange, as well as a commodity for its price movement benefits.
Okay, now cryptocurrencies have been described as speculative assets. Could you tell us what that means?
Well, a speculative asset is an asset people hold with the expectation that the prices will change so that they can either sell to, they will sell to make profit. So it's either they buy when they think the price will go up, or they sell when they think the price will go down. So that's what we call it, speculative asset. Any currency is also a speculative asset in its own category, in the sense that the difference is that the level of fluctuation or the rate of fluctuation of cryptocurrency that makes it attractive for people to take positions in the hope that price will move in a very quick and fast manner does not obtain in most currencies. And again, the factor that will create changes in the cryptocurrency will not have material effect on fiat money. So even our own Naira could be speculative commodity, in the sense that somebody can take a position in Naira with the hope that Naira could appreciate or depreciate. So in that sense, every currency is a speculative commodity. It's just that the rate of speculation on cryptocurrency and digital money is far above that of fiat money.
All right, now there have been arguments comparing cryptocurrency trading and the volatility thereof to that which obtains in the stock markets. Are they comparable?
No, I don't think those comparisons should actually take place. Every unit of stock that is tradable on the floor of Nigerian stock or of any exchange is backed by an underlying operating business. Apart from where you have derivatives, even the derivatives derive their value from the underlying assets. In the case of cryptocurrencies, there is actually no underlying assets. It's basically a trade-off between supply and demand, given that it's assumed that the process of mining coins or units of cryptocurrency is a very complex process, and therefore the quantity of supply of that currency is not as huge as the demand. So we are seeing fluctuations in the prices, but every unit of stock is backed by an underlying operating asset of a business.
Oh, now, let's look at the recent development. The Central Bank of Nigeria has always warned banks and other financial institutions to stay away from transacting or exchanging cryptocurrencies. But what is different with its circular this time? Why is there an uproar with the recent directive reminding financial institutions of its position?
Yeah, the difference this time around that the central bank directive also included an instruction to the banks to close the accounts of anybody who was trading in cryptocurrency and had account with the banks. So that was basically why the uproar, because it shut out most operators of that line of business, or most investors and traders in cryptocurrency from the financial system. That's the difference. The previous ones were instances of warnings and advice by the central bank and highlighting the risk of trading in cryptocurrency.
Now, if the CBN as a regulator had instructed banks to desist from getting involved in cryptocurrencies, and yet accounts were created, would you say that is a fault of the Apex Bank?
Well, I wouldn't think it has to do with the fault of the Apex Bank. The key thing we have to recognize is that the APE's bank priority is to maintain financial system stability. It is not seeking to apportion liabilities or responsibilities. It's basically want to safeguard the financial system stability of the Nigerian financial system.
It is widely reputed that cryptocurrencies are prone to being used for fraud and all kinds of illegal activities. So how can individuals and institutions protect themselves?
Well, in the first place, any currency can be used for dubious activities. The difference is that in the case of cryptocurrency, because of the fact that it's purely digital and the nature of the method of transfer of wallets or coins is such that are not tracked by the regular financial system, and there are concerns that such movement of funds or movement of coins in cryptocurrency could be used to fund illegal activities like drug activities or terrorism activities. Unlike when you have the normal banking system, in the normal financial system, before funds are moved, there is what they call prepayment audit. The bank will know the recipient of that fund before they will move it. In the case of cryptocurrency, the funds will move and then be used for whatever purpose they want to use it, and before it will then be after the fact. That's why the concerns are there that, look, this could be used for illegal activities. So for investors to protect themselves, the basic thing for them is they need to, one, in the first place, safeguard their wallet and their code. They have a long code, I think about 30 digits, that investors need to protect. And but it's near impossible to say that your funds cannot go into a wrong purpose. I think one of the things I have recommended or suggested extensively is that the financial system regulators have to find a way of monitoring as well as bringing in the financial cryptocurrency into the financial system regulation, so as to create a system or control mechanism that will be difficult for people to use proceeds of such coins or such currencies for illegal activities.
All right, now before I let you go finally, because you mentioned something just now, the original design of cryptocurrencies is that they should be able to operate outside of the regular financial systems worldwide. So is it necessary, for banks or other financial institutions to be involved before people can transact in cryptocurrencies and make exchanges? And there are other alternatives?
The reality is that once any item is accepted as a means of exchange, that it becomes a currency, that currency will eventually intermingle with other currencies. The simple reason is this: if you use cryptocurrency to buy your wristwatch, or if the wristwatch seller accepts cryptocurrency, the wristwatch seller will still have to replenish his stock. So he has to convert that cryptocurrency to another currency, a fiat money. So there is some level of intermingling between between currencies, and that's why you can exchange naira for dollar. You can exchange naira for cedi, though it's a third currency exchange, because you have to change to dollar and then change to cedi. So that's what happens with cryptocurrency. There's always a continuous conversion, and that's why they ultimately have account with banks. Because a Nigerian trader who is trading in cryptocurrency will give instructions and move naira and effectively convert naira to cryptocurrency. I hope you understand me. So there is actually no clear, that separation that they can actually operate outside the financial system is a fallacy. Because in as much as they trade, unless they do peer-to-peer trade, but as long as they do transactions with the real sector of the economy, their currency would eventually be exchanged for other currencies. Take, for instance, Elon Musk said they are considering accepting cryptocurrency for payment for his vehicles. But here, he will not pay his staff with cryptocurrency. He will not buy parts with cryptocurrency. So he will still have to convert cryptocurrency to dollar. So you can see how cryptocurrency will come into a dollar exchange. And that's why financial system regulators are worried that if the care is not taken, cryptocurrencies and other digital money could disrupt the financial systems globally.
All right. I guess for those who are interested in cryptocurrencies in Nigeria as we speak, considering the current situation, peer-to-peer transaction may be the only option they have.
Yes, as it stands today, peer-to-peer transaction might be the most feasible. But this is a very dynamic sector, and you are dealing with people who are highly knowledgeable with finance, with technology. It is possible they will, in the near future, come up with another mechanisms to trade with or to relate with the financial system. But in the meantime, it looks like peer-to-peer transaction may be the most viable option they have at the moment.
All right. Many thanks for your time, Mr. Johnson Chukwu of Carry Assets. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure. And thank you for having me.